look at how many of these artifacts there are. I have spent the last 3 months farming and building up Dehya since I got her to fix Dehya's biggest flaw. Now, Dehya's kit has a couple problems that make her a little bit hard to use in some ways. Well, but what is that hardest problem, you might ask? Is it the fact that Dehya will just kill herself off-field all the time? No, that's an upside, because it's just hilarious. Is it Dehya's absurd energy recharge costs? No, it's not that either, in my opinion. That's annoying, it just makes her harder to build. Or is it that even with cracked artifacts, her multipliers mean she kind of hits like a noodle despite everything? Nope, that's not it either. The biggest flaw of Dehya is one simple thing, and that's that in the Sumeru story, Dehya and Candace are friends, and for some reason, they seem to have designed Dehya and Candace to not work together at all. Like, even with Candace's C6, which makes Candace have meaningfully significant Hydra application, Dehya does not freaking trigger normal attack triggering things like Candace's C6 when you're doing Dehya's burst. That's really annoying, right? So, how do you fix this big flaw of Dehya, this terrible, terrible flaw? How do you make Dehya and Candace work together? Part 1 of the remedy, weirdly enough, is actually Dehya's signature artifacts. Now, this stupid wall of text artifacts, I don't recommend farming for these for a normal Dehya, especially for a C0 Dehya. If you have a C0 Dehya like I do, these artifacts are almost assuredly not worth farming, unless you're like me and you want to make Dehya and Candace work together. But they're important, because this stupid wall of text that's described in a stupid way, it can be reduced down to, this gives Dehya a burst damage bonus of 50% once you build up stacks, and, importantly, skill damage. Do you see where I'm going? Remedy 2 is Sacrificial Greatsword, which resets your skill. And when you have R5 like I do, it resets your skill pretty much guaranteed. Well, as long as you're with multiple enemies. Also, it has ER, which is nice because Dehya has ER needs, as mentioned before. But this team also actually does not need to use Dehya's burst every single rotation, so we actually kind of fixed another flaw of Dehya, in that this team does not need Dehya to burst every rotation, which substantially, if you don't burst every rotation, you don't exactly need that much ER. But anyways, the ER is still nice, it's not bad. But more importantly, we get double skill usages with Sacrificial Greatsword. Essentially, use Candace to apply Hydro. Candace has the weird functionality of when you use her burst, she will apply Hydro in an AoE when you switch your characters, and then of course with C6, when you do normal attacks, you get an extra like wave of Hydro damage. So Candace can apply Hydro, but just not while Dehya is using her burst. But she can easily apply Hydro to make sure you can vape consistently with Dehya's skill. I guess I'm gonna stop rambling and I'll show you how it works. One thing I want to make clear is this Dehya Candace team is not like the best team in the game. Don't have your expectations that high, but it also works better than expected. Hello, Mr. Masanori. Okay, Bennett first, and then of course you call the swirl because you like to swirl to get big damage. Then you can see Hydro on him, blam, and blam, double vape for a good 20k damage. Then you switch to someone else, and then you can do it again. Blam, he was blocking the damage. Butthole. Alright, let's try this again. The general idea here is basically just to quickly get 4 vaporizes in a row off of Dehya's skill. Let's see if we can do it. Blam, blam. And again. There we go. Nice 36k. I feel like it should have been higher than that, but I might not have had many stacks on the skill damage bonus. The way that you get stacks on this artifact set is you have to take damage. I don't think I took any damage there in that instance, so it's a little bit goofy. These artifacts aren't great. Okay, but they give skill damage bonus and burst damage bonus. Gotta change the time to midnight so that we have the higher health version of Masanori, of course. This video I will show this team functioning in Spiral Abyss, as well as this team functioning in the dire difficulty mode of the most recent combat event, which is over now, but I used this team in it. Let's see if I can do this properly. This team is new to me, so I will probably be playing this team improperly throughout much of the video. You know, so bear with me a little bit. Blam. And blam. So, you actually, if you notice there is a problem with Kazuha in this team. Can you not jump away from me? So, when you use Kazu's burst, it infuses with pyro, right? Go figure. And that's very good for damage, right? But it also steals like Hydro Aura from the enemy, and means it can be a little bit annoying to consistently get vaporizes. You can, as I've been playing it better, I've been able to get them more consistently, but you can see in that first rotation there where I didn't get any vaporizes on the second skill I used from Dehya, because I believe Kazu had overwritten the existing Hydro Aura. You can try to use Candace's Infusion to try to make sure, there we go. You can try to use Candace's Infusion to try to make sure you get some extra Hydra application, right, by doing normal attacks with whatever characters. And that's also why I was purposely switching out to other characters, to switch back to Bennett, switch back to Dehya, to get extra ways of AoE Hydra application to make sure there was Hydra on Masanori, so that I could do another double skill to try to get vaporized, right? So the nuance of this team, like managing auras in this team, is a little bit complicated, but I don't know. I enjoy playing this team a lot more than, like, you know, replace Dehya with Xiangling, and it's mono pyro. The team is stronger because Xiangling is broken, but this team is way more fun to me. Also, I just realized I didn't even use Dehya's burst when I was fighting Masanori there. You'll see the burst plenty of times in the rest of this video. It'll be fine. Before I get on to the rest of the video, where I show some of the stuff of when I was building her, as well as the event and Abyss and all the stuff that proves that this team is actually functional. So here's my build on Dehya, since she's the focus of this video. Showed this Pyro Goblet is very good, and then this circlet is what took me literally a month to get. It's not even that amazing of circlet. It's certainly not a bad circlet, but this circlet took me way too long. I hate it. Anyways, this timepiece is pretty decent. I have no complaints about it. This feather I would like to improve because not having crit rate is a bit sad. And then this flower is pretty good. So this is really the only piece I could meaningfully improve on the build. And maybe I'll farm more in the future, but I've spent so much resin on this lady, leveling up her talents, leveling up so many artifacts. So many artifacts. Look at how many of these artifacts there are. I farmed this domain a lot, and this is just the trash, right? The stuff that I didn't level up. And I did strongbox runs too. So there was more trash than this stuff. And so many artifacts. For the rest of the characters, Bennett is on Freedom Sworn. He is C6 with a Crown Burst, so he is buffing, a meaningful amount. Kazu is on VV, go figure. He's got a bunch of EM and a whole lot of defense. The important part is he has a whack ton of ER because Zipho's Moonlight is broken at high refines. Candace is on Fav. I will actually go in depth more on her build in this video because I actually farmed a bit for her for this video, even though I wasn't originally planning to because I got lucky. So I'm going to include that in this video too, probably. Or if not, I guess, just in case, here's the stat screen. She has a bunch of ER, she's on 4-piece emblem, 69% crit rate. Nice. Alrighty, anyways, sorry for rambling, nothing about boring artifacts. Now we go back in the past so you can see me building this lady and this lady up a bit, and then using the team in the events and stuff.
Let's get it on!
Alright, so I haven't done this event on my main account yet. So what we're going to do here with Dehya is I want to try to complete dire difficulty using our Dehya team here. Now it's Dehya time. Oh, and the hilly trails are all going to die before we get to do anything. Alright, that's normal. We do. Kazu has strong. What a world. Rotation lines up really well for like Kazuha, Bennett, and Candace together, but then Dehya's skill is still on cooldown for about 5 seconds, which is a bit unfortunate. But I think that can be that's just dealt with by either using Dehya's burst like I just did there, or I can like on-field Candace and whoever more. It's not ideal, obviously, but it functioned. It cleared that without a problem. Well, there we go. There's that one complete. The Nilu team absolutely racked up the final one. No surprise. Alright, we're going to fail this round. Okay, this round is a lot harder. Alright, third round. Let's see how third round goes. Well, bad, apparently. Stop. Where's the dude? Oh, okay.
One with wind and cloud.
Yield. Grant us your blessing. Look alive. Let's get it on.
Blam. There we go. Alright, round 3 was much more favorable for Dehya. Dehya team works in dire mode still. Of course, you know, Bennett, just the combo of Bennett plus Kazuha is doing a lot of work. I acknowledge this, but the whole point of this is not that, you know, oh, I need to avoid using the strongest characters possible. Like, the point is just like, hey, I can make Dehya and Candace work together despite their kits, like, actively not synergizing with each other. Alright, what's the monster list for round? Oh, Hydra Mimics. Alright, we're doing Dehya on the first one, I guess. How can I not do Dehya against free vaporizes? Candace is probably not that important, of course, in this exact situation, but hey, you know what? We're going to show off the fact that we can get both skill damage bonus here and burst damage bonus by being against the Hydra Mimics. Look at that. Starting out with nice big damage there. Oh, Bennett's going to kill things. That's not ideal, but whatever. You know what? Bennett's just going to do what Bennett do. Oh god, all the explosions almost killed Dehya. Oh, Dehya killed herself off field. Okay, this is just normal. This is just how Dehya does. I can still survive in this, you know what? No, we're gonna retry with Dehya not murdering herself off field. It's always the best part of playing Dehya is when she kills herself. I shouldn't even use Candace in this situation. I should just use Shungling and go mono pyro Dehya, but I refuse. I refuse to add Shungling. What? Oh my god. This... Alright, Hydra Mimics are substantially more annoying than I expected. Oh, well, they hit so freaking hard, man. And Dehya keeps on taking random chip damage from everything. Because that's just how Dehya do. She just kills herself off field and then I die. Alright, maybe I do have to use Shungling, but I refuse.
Everybody stand close.
God dang it. That was very close. I didn't have Kazu's burst back in time because I scuffed something up and I lost that round. It was not Dehya's fault, it was my fault. My stubbornness will not be the death of me, but my stubbornness is definitely the death of Dehya. Like I said. Yo, really? The frickin' squirrel pushed me away.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. You're dead meat.
Alright, we got it. Oh, good lord, that took way too much effort. Alright, I should have, you know, even if I did something like swap Candace for Toma in this situation, that would have made a lot of sense. I made that far harder for myself than I had to, but I did it just to prove that it works. Okay, it works. And no problem for the rest of my teams.
Let's light it up, everybody.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Starting with hilly trails again that get immediately destroyed.
Yield. Look alive. Let's get it on. Gloves off.
There we go. See, Dehya's burst is still useful. Took care of all those buttholes.
You asked for it. Let's light it up. Look alive.
Whoop. Come on, die.
Yield.
Die! Good lord, okay. I scuffed things a little bit there. I could have cleared that much faster, but that was first attempt and it wasn't even hard. Easy peasy. Dehya for the win. And Candace, of course. Alright, no problem for the rest of the teams, as expected.
Everybody stand.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Grant us your blessing. Do your buckle up.
Oh, that was beautiful. Nice 66k. Oh, look at all the things happening. Good lord. Alright. I mean, there's electro slimes, all kinds of elements being swirled around. Good lord.
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my knights.
Grant us your blessing. Yield. Lots off.
And finish it off with Dehya's burst. Yeah, let's go. All teams completed. It was actually, the last round was honestly probably the easiest one. Alright, there we go. Every single one of these completed using Dehya, Candace, Skill, Vape, whatever team. I don't even know. I don't even know what I called it actually. What did I name this team? Oh, Friends Together. Ah, yes. F is for friends who do things together because Dehya and Candace are friends and they need to be able to work together. That is what I named this team, and it worked for this very difficult combat event. Surely it'll work in the Abyss too, right? But first we gotta level up Candace just a little bit. Of course, I will be fighting the Dorito boss with Dehya and Candace together because how could I not fight the desert boss to level up Candace with the desert characters together?
Hear my prayer. Let's get it on. You're dead meat.
Blam, you didn't even go invisible. Easy peasy. Oops, I didn't catch it in recording, but a big flavor win just happened. I was farming for Candace's boss materials, and then Dehya got to friendship level 10 while farming. What a world. I count that as an absolute flavor win, doing a Dehya Candace video, and Dehya friendship maxed on a Dehya friendship team. There we go, I set my background to Dehya's thingy placard, and then Candace to my image. And there you go, that's how dedicated I am. Hey look, a berry. Yoink. With that, I have enough to ascend Candace, because now her damage actually is maybe relevant. Blam, Candace level 90, as she deserves. So, final Candace build, 25k HP, 69.9 crit rate, 106 crit damage, 213 ER, on 4P's emblem. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Now it's finally time to go to the Abyss. Woo! First half, we're gonna do Dehya Candace team. And second half, I'm just gonna do a Baiju Yai official Sucrose Aggravate team. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
The birds call into the wind.
Grant us your blessing. Do you? Let's get it on. Adventure. Buckle up. Hi. I'm going in.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my knights.
Please, hear my prayer. You're dead meat. Let's light it up. Look alive. Everybody stand up.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call.
Yield. We shall prevail. Let's get it on. I'm going in.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my knights. Wind strike.
Please, hear my prayer. Look alive. Ha! Let's light it up. Teamwork is...
One with wind and cloud.
Yield. Grant us your blessing.
There we go.
Right here.
Is one dude gonna come over here? I have no idea if he's over here. I can't tell. This dude, he's not over here. No. Ah, I love that attempts seem to be ruined or successful based on the fact that one butthole doesn't walk over here or not. You know, it's really great. I love it. And I'm in a bubble.
A sight to behold. Right here, right now.
Oh, and my attempt was ruined. I actually mean I just completed it. Okay. Never mind. That's cleared it with 10 seconds. Apparently I just did better that time. I don't know. Alright, well, probably the hardest chamber done. Hey, crit rate, crit damage. Loving to see it. Only problem is I don't have any energy, but you know what? It'll be fine, I'm sure.
One with nature.
Buckle up.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Please, hear my prayer. Let's get it on. You asked for it.
You know, we got a pyro butthole. That's fine, I suppose.
Wind strike.
Candace can rip through these very fast. Now these friends. These should be interesting.
Let's get it on.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Everybody stand. You're dead meat. Let's light it up. Yeah.
Oh, wait, wait. Alright. Try a proper sequence here.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
We shall prevail. Buckle up. Let's get it on. I'm going in.
You die. Okay. That was not very good, but it still might be good enough because aggravate's is pretty good against this boss. So that was scuffed, but you know what? It proves that you don't need the greatest of play or teams to deal with these things. Ow. And we're done. 30 seconds to clear. Very, very scuffed first half, I'm well aware, but Azamon with an aggravate team is very easy. Hey, crit again. Love to see it. Don't even remember what the final chamber is. Oh, slowing water. Good. I love it. Love to see it. That was sarcasm. Totally obvious. Oh boy. We seeing the full effects of the oldie. Get me out of this hole. Ow, ow. Alright, you know what? Whatever. I'm abandoning all pretense to logic and... well, I'm dead.
You are not welcome here. As one with wind and cloud.
We shall prevail. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Let's get it on.
Oh, I didn't do that in Bennett's skill. Oh, God, everything's... oh, I got pushed too far away.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Snap, snap.
Grant us your blessing. Everybody stand back. Let's... You're coming. Gloves off.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to fight. I literally wanted to attack the other one, but you know what? It's fine.
Bloom as the flowers in Durabard.
Oh my God, can I use my characters? Really?
Why do they never miss?
Okay, lady, I love that both of these enemies just don't... Ugh. Ugh.
One with wind and cloud.
We shall prevent.
Bloom as the flowers in
Oh my God, you finally decided to come over here. Thank you.
Let's light it up.
one with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind struck.
Hear my prayer.
Ooh, nice 64k. No, you teleported. Stop.
Buckle up. Out of my teamwork is dreamwork.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Do your work.
Alright, come on.
We shall prevent. You asked for it. Through me.
Die. Thank you. That was terrible. Actually, just terrible. I think we got this. We got it. No problem. It was easy. It actually only took like 2 tries, to be clear. Alright, there you go. So, this was certainly not the hardest abyss ever, to be clear. But that's why I kind of purposely didn't use a really strong team on the second side. Because, I mean, look, the Dehya and Candace team is not the strongest team in the world. Go figure. But it still clears Abyss without a problem. So, well, this Abyss, I should, you know. All Abysses will not be this easy. I don't want to try to say that this team, if you want to invest in it to the degree that I did, will actually, you know, clear. So, oh, sweet. No, I'm going from not clearing Abysses to clearing Abysses. No, don't focus on this team to do that. But it's yet another showing of, you know, The Spiral Abyss isn't so hard that you have to like use Hyper Bloom variation 782 to clear every single abyss. You can do something fun. That's kind of the best part about easier abysses, is you can use the likes of Dehya combined with Candace in a skill damage hybrid Dehya weirdo team. And yeah, I don't know. Was it Bennett and Kazuha doing a lot of the hard work and like heavy lifting there? Yes. But also I'm using Dehya and Candace together. Give me a friggin' break. So anyways, I don't know. I am very, 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 very happy with actually how this team performed. It feels great to play. The sequence of, you know, doing Dehya's skill, switching, you know, doing some normal attacks to get some Hydra application, then doing Dehya's skill again with the sacrificial greatsword resets. It just feels fantastic. The nuance of all of it. Now, how much of a difference is C6 Candace making here? Because that's extra Hydra application in, you know, when I'm doing normal attacks. Probably a meaningful difference, in particular because of the fact it lets me get vapes off of Dehya's skill relatively consistently, even when Kazuha's burst is stealing vapes. So, if you don't have a C6 Candace, that is a big reason why like Sucrose might actually be better for this team in like a consistent damage perspective. But also like the grouping from Kazuha feels really nice in like every single abyss, because yeah, Kazuha's like overpowered grouping is really nice. Go figure. You can just not use Kazuha's burst, as I demonstrated in the start of this video. But, you know, a big part of how Kazuha deals damage is through his burst, so, you know, not using Kazuha's burst would be a bit of a bummer. So again, I am able to make use of C6 Candace for that extra bit of Hydra application, and it also really helps against the likes of the Pyro Elector there, because, you know, that Pyro Shield takes a while to get through. Might have been much harder to get through that without C6 Candace. So, anyways, it really wasn't that hard of an abyss, even with the lower power teams I used. The only chamber that was a little bit annoying was chamber 1. The other 2 chambers were not hard at all. For spending 3 months farming for these trash artifacts just because of the fact that they give skill damage bonus while also having burst damage bonus, and, you know, using sacrificial greatsword of all things to try to get slightly more Dehya skills out, and using Candace together with her unique front-loaded Hydra application allowing quick vapes of of Dehya's skill. I don't know. It was super fun to me. This is probably one of my favorite teams I've ever made. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm quite happy with this. Hopefully you are too. Because, yeah, I don't know. This was a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of resin put into making a Dehya team that I am perfectly happy with on a lower level of Dehya and Candace being friends, and on a fun to play level. I honestly was pessimistic when I started this video. I was like, this team is just gonna feel like crap to play. And I was wrong. It feels fantastic. So, sweet.